I'm Ben.
I'm Ron.
I'm Chris.
I'm Jason, and this is Hometown Has-Beens. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Hometown Has-Beens, episode 47?
47.
I think so.
That's an important number in baseball, right? Is that a Jackie Robinson?
That's 42.
42. We are past
47 was David Ortiz 47? Or is he 46?
I don't know, but we should say
49.
R.I.P. Jackie Robinson.
David Ortiz is 34. Jackie Robinson's been dead a while.
Yeah. What a story.
Yeah. There's a lot there
Good movie.
to unpack. Oh, yeah, it is a pretty good movie. Filmed in Georgia.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they used the, what is it called? It's in Macon, that stadium in Macon.
Oh, very good.
I went to a Luke Bryan concert there once back in the day. Yeah.
What would you have rather been at, that concert or there when they were filming Jackie Robinson?
There when they were filming Jackie Robinson.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, the concert was fun, though.
Yeah.
But, yeah, the 42 movie would have been cool.
That would have been
I would have liked to meet that guy.
Jackie Robinson or the guy that played
The
Jackie
guy that
Robinson?
played Pee Wee
okay.
Reese, actually.
Oh, okay.
Because he was in a Disney movie called Flash about a kid who was like poor, but he took care of this horse, and some man had the horse, but he rode the horse like across the country. I don't remember if he ran away or the horse ran away.
Oh.
I remember a scene of him eating like a burger from a trash with ants all over it. What's that? That guy's name is something Lucas.
I have no idea. Oh.
You know what I'm talking about? He was in Tokyo Drift. Real country.
Odd thing about him right now.
Okay.
He is trying to become a professional bass fisherman.
Yeah. That sounds like him.
And I actually know a guy who is trying also to become professional bass.
And they're training together.
They room together.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
It's like the minor leagues?
Yeah, it really is the minor leagues.
What's his name? Lucas?
Is it Lucas
Black?
Black.
Lucas Black. That's him.
Yeah. And Norby, the guy I know is Norby, and he they room together.
Well,
Anyhow,
that's cool.
really cool, yeah. And Laker Howell, yeah, those guys.
Well, see, I know him as Mike Winchell from Friday Night Lights.
It's a great movie, is it not?
Billy Bob Thornton tells him.
Man, Billy Bob Thornton, I mean, that guy, he's played in a lot of movies, right?
He's played a lot of characters.
A lot of different characters.
I mean, you go from Sling Blade. I mean, it's like Tom Hanks. You got Sling Blade versus Forrest Gump, and then you got Saving Private Ryan. Then you got, you know what I mean? Like Tom Hanks to Forrest Gump, Saving Private Ryan.
Anybody that, I mean this.
In a good way?
Yeah.
Or negatively?
Well, no, anybody who can play somebody with a disability who really doesn't have a disability, that's talent acting.
It's also a risky business. That's the name of a movie. Is Tom Hanks in that?
I don't know that
That would
movie,
have been good, though.
but I was wondering if
But
that's
that
what you were
is
playing
risky.
at.
I mean, like, it could be taken, because the actors who do that, I'm sure.
Tropical Thunder.
Tropic Thunder? That's completely
I
different.
always call it Tropical
We're
Thunder.
not getting into that.
But isn't that...
Robert Downey Jr. definitely is on record saying, like, yeah, you couldn't do that today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably shouldn't. I think he's supposed to.
But once again, another actor who...
I mean, he's all, I don't know. He's like his Iron Man character still does the dry humor. Like all his characters are pretty humorous.
But
that guy, Robert Downey Jr. was like he's a recovering like alcoholic.
Really?
Yeah. Doesn't drink at all now.
Huh.
Yeah.
But, you take people like Keanu Reeves. He's got one deal.
Oh, that's true. Very different.
He's great at what he does.
He was also in Hardball. He has two characters.
Still pretty much was the same.
Yeah. Keanu Reeves. But everybody loves him.
What's his movie where he kills everybody?
John Wick.
He's pretty much the same person in Hardball. And which I have to say,
Except
Hardball,
he's just coaching a team while he does it.
Yeah, exactly. Hardball's one of the best movies, one of the best underrated baseball movies. You agree?
I don't think it's underrated. I think a lot of people.
Oh,
list
really?
it
You
in the
think a lot
top.
of people
Yeah.
know about it? Okay. I don't hear
100%.
about it a lot.
I just remember,
That's a good
dude,
movie.
I remember being like watching it. I'd already seen it,
Yeah.
but like being 12 years old and watching it and G Baby dies. And it was just me watching it late at night.
Yeah.
And I was 12 years old, and that touched me so much that I almost walked to my parents' room and been like, G Baby died. I don't know what to do.
Help me.
But then I knew my dad would like,
Son,
he'd
go to
have chewed
bed.
me out pretty good for crying when I was 12
Not
over a movie
they
and then
got
waking
you,
him up
baby.
about it.
They got you, baby. Throw your
That was a
hands in the
sad
air
movie,
if
dude.
you a true player.
Not for
It's like if you don't know it, it's like the Coach Carter of baseball.
It really is, it's a little bit different way, but yeah, I agree.
It's
Me and Ben were talking today. They don't really, they make TV shows about like football, high school football, or just football in general. There's never been really a baseball TV show. Like they've done movies, obviously.
right.
The only baseball movie or the only baseball show we could think of is Kenny Powers. So,
Well, you know why that is.
or Eastbound and Down. Sorry, yeah.
It wouldn't make it.
You don't think so?
No, it's too.
Well, think of. Oh, you're saying cinematically.
Let's just think about it.
It's hard to do season after season.
Yeah, some of the greatest baseball fans get tired of it in the middle of the year.
Oh, interesting. 162.
Do you
games.
agree with that?
I don't know,
I
man.
think that's just shorten the season a little bit.
Okay, all right. COVID.
And I love baseball.
Big
But-
fan.
Yeah,
Dude, I'm a big advocate of wiffle ball. Dude, competitive wiffle ball.
now somebody could do a series on that.
Dude, MLW, they do a whole YouTube channel. Dude, there's like
See?
guys, let's say they're probably 24, 25, maybe even 26. So say they're 8 years younger than us, something like that, somewhere in that range.
We're pretty old, Jason.
They have built a brand. He gets paid to play wiffle ball. Commissioner of a wiffle ball league.
We get paid to talk into these microphones.
Not enough to not have another job. This is his only job.
That's pretty awesome.
His play and like the whole setup. Players who play in the league, like they get money. It's not like a contract thing, but it's kind of like money they make is kind of divvied out.
Did this inspire Chappelle?
No, I think
Or did
just wanting to
Chappelle
play.
inspire that?
No, I mean they've been doing it since they were like little kids.
Oh, so totally separate.
Yeah.
Chappelle.
Also, they use like the original wiffle ball bat, and
Like the little yellow one?
yeah,
Oh,
and so their field's smaller. They only have 3 fielders, and they have like a pitch limit of like 70 something.
harder to hit than
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, and they're humming it, dude. You think about 70 something miles an hour at like 40 feet
Oh man.
in a
That's-
wiffle ball that goes every which way.
It is not. Yeah, that
And they
sounds
talk about-
impossible to hit.
They talk about playing in these fast pitch tournaments where guys are humming a wiffle ball 90 miles an hour.
I don't want to get hit by that.
I'm not worried about getting hit by it so much as your arm's going to explode. You're basically throwing nothing.
Tommy John surgery's got to be pretty high in the wiffle ball. Yeah.
Maybe not. Oh man. So
I don't know, man. You get old and you think about that kind of thing.
Retiring?
You just said. No, you get old and you start thinking about, man, that would be
What could hurt
fun,
me?
But you start thinking about deductibles.
yeah. Yeah, you're in taxes brain or something. You just do your taxes.
I did. Well, oh man. I
If you
don't wanna talk
can't
about that.
tell, it's just me and Chris right now. Ryan's going to join us for the second half of the pod, but we're going to get started without him. So we'll talk about normal stuff now. I mean, that was pretty good, but look, me and Chris
I guess, I don't know.
I mean, all of us chaperoned prom recently,
Yeah, that's fun.
so we'll just jump into that.
Well, we all chaperone prom, but me and you,
We had a job.
we got given a job,
Yeah. So the way
which
this
was
works,
not the assigned job we had.
it was adjacent. Like looking back at it, it was adjacent.
I don't think that's how geometry works.
It was beside.
It was it
anyways.
was in front to the left of where we were supposed to be with the cookies,
Yes.
where the physical cookies and desserts were,
yes.
and watching the restrooms. That was the assigned job
yes.
you and I were given.
Ryan was given porch. So he stood out on the porch,
Best duty.
chaperone.
for
That was a
prom.
good duty for him because you never know if he's going to show up. I'm just kidding. He'll be there. He was there. We
Or
actually
be
all
there
arrived.
early, which I have to say, I got there right before Ryan did.
Yeah.
I pulled in about 20 minutes early for our duty to start.
Yep.
We had the late
Yeah,
shift.
we had the late shift, 9:15.
Ryan pulls in right behind me, and he gets right out of his car.
And we were right behind him.
Yeah. So he gets out of his car.
Me and Ben rode together.
And I rolled down the window. I said, "What are you doing? We got to get in here." I'm like, in 20. He's such a good guy,
Dude. It was.
You know what he said to me?
It was 9:03.
But he said to me,
I know what he said.
he said, "Man, we got to get in there and relieve those people who are waiting on us." I'm like, "But I'm the kind of person." I'm like, "Yeah, but my shift don't start until 20 minutes." He's like, "No, we got."
Yeah, but it's a good move. They
yeah, but we
that.
got closer, and you know what he did?
He stopped and talked.
And so
that's what he does.
He stopped and talked.
He also
and started sharing stories about pictures you've been sending around.
He talked about that picture to my boss.
Yeah.
And he made it sound way worse than what it was.
I don't know about that part.
Anyways, well, I explained it all in the podcast. So
yeah, we talked about
I'm not
that.
ashamed.
But anyhow, so he's a better person than I am. That's why I say that.
Ben has dance floor duty. Brian has porch duty. Me and Chris have restroom/food.
Supposed to have.
Well, let me explain. Restroom/food. I told Chris this is the job you want because I've had it for 3 years.
I was looking
No
forward
incident.
to that.
It's great. You're not involved in all the dancing. The kids that want to say hey to you come up and say hey. You know, you make sure the bathrooms are good. It's no big deal. You maybe the cookie tray is empty, so you go get a new one, swap it out.
Well, something should be said also because I did get to participate in this job for about 4.5 minutes.
Yeah, because we were there early.
And it's a little bit away from the really loud music.
It is. It's kind of off a little bit. Yeah.
I just got to be honest. I've never been the partying type.
Yeah.
You know, give me a good movie, Mr. Woodcock, some Wendy's, and a Jason Sexton. And as long as the movie goes, the food will stay there as he eats it. Give me a good time like that. I've never been a disco rock music band. Let's all get together and go crazy.
Dude.
So to put me in a room
in the 90s,
with,
don't say disco.
I know, but you know what I'm saying, like rock music, like
you're just talking about loud music.
What do they call those pits where they all get in?
Mosh pit.
That never sound fun to me.
Yeah,
never been in one.
I don't think they sound fun to anybody.
Never wanted to get close to one.
There was not a mosh pit.
But you walk into a prom, guess what you find? Something similar.
It's not a mosh pit.
But it's
not at all.
There's a lot of
There's
kids,
just a lot of people close. Yeah, I get
a
it.
lot of loud lights and music.
Yeah, lights don't
we
have
were separated from that.
We were.
And I liked it for 4.5 minutes. I enjoyed that part.
But then, so this is why I say it's adjacent, okay, the job we ended up doing. Because they were serving mocktails. If you don't know what that is, it's just mixing like soda and juice, basically.
Yep.
There was like a grape juice, sparkling grape juice. There was Sprite. There was apple juice, ginger ale, and then this cherry flavoring.
You had that on lockdown. You knew exactly what was going on.
Yeah, it was awesome. Anyways, so we have to serve those drinks.
It's like a mini bar, not like a mini bar in a hotel room, but like a bar where kids could get drinks, free drinks, but not alcoholic.
Correct.
They could come up and get any beverage that we could.
Whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
And anyways, that's why I say it's adjacent to what was on our thing was food/restroom, but this was drinks, which is related to food. And the way I look at it, they trust us. They trusted us to do the job. Okay.
All I'm saying is it got closer to the loud music and loud lights.
Slightly closer. We weren't sectioned off as much. And we were actually working the whole time.
We were. But I will say it was fun. I enjoyed it.
You know, I think the kids enjoyed us doing it as well.
Man, we were having a good time.
We were.
I made a mess. Man.
Chris made a mess.
There's a reason my wife doesn't let me cook in the kitchen much.
Yeah.
Unless I'm cleaning up. And I'm not even sure I'm allowed to do that too much because I'm not great at that.
Yeah.
But
I cleaned up.
It's because I'm a messy person. I just make a mess.
Chris would just tap me on the shoulder and be like, "There's a lot of water down there. Don't slip."
It's like I was so scared you were going to get hurt, man.
That would have been fun. Another story to tell.
There was water, man. It was. But
here's the thing that cracks me up about when you're chaperoning a school event as a teacher, and you're responsible for the drinks. You hear a lot of the same jokes from other teachers, make sure you're watching the bowl. Make sure stuff like that.
Me and you, how long did we run this bar?
Until an hour and 15 minutes.
Okay, we were serving drinks for an hour and 15 minutes, and man, there was not much downtime. I'm just saying we were busy
because I never moved.
We were slinging drinks left and right. We were like,
I mean, we had a good time. I used this joke a lot. I said, "It's on the house," like over and every kid.
I never heard you say that. I never heard anything. I'm old. I can't hear. So you said a lot of things to me that I never heard. I read your lips a few times.
The biggest thing I wanted you to hear was get the ice.
I got ice a lot. Like I was learning.
Chris. I
thought you said olive juice a few times to me. And I was like, does he love me, or is I love you, or olive juice? I couldn't tell which one you wanted.
But it was. I think the kids had a good time. We had a good time. We made the most of it.
I will say, I think we do prom right here.
We did.
I mean, I thought it was done well. It was put on well. It was fun. The kids had a great environment, good vibe.
Yeah. It's a good time. Shout out Miss Jackson.
Yeah, great. Yeah, and admin, whole 9 yards. It was a good time. Yeah, and trusted us. And then we went to Waffle House.
That we did. But
that was an interesting.
We need to wait for Ryan to finish that story, 100%. Because Ryan's a key player in this story. But let's just set the stage.
Okay.
All right. So
first thing, we walk in Waffle House. Okay. For one, it's what time? It's almost midnight. It's about 20 minutes till midnight.
Yeah, so I don't think it was that late.
It's not that late?
I think that's when we left.
It's 11 o'clock?
It was a little after 11. Prom ended at 10:30. We left at 11.
So it's about
11:15.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you're
it's
right.
Almost, yeah.
It's pretty late.
We get there. It's packed.
There's nowhere to sit.
This Waffle House. And there's one booth available.
And it is not a big booth.
No. But let me say, I bring this up because I'm curious what was the right or wrong thing to do in this situation. I've been bartending for 2 hours now, okay, and clean. There's dirty plates and food, like not dirty food, but like plates that had not yet been cleaned up with food.
Right. Yeah. People had left.
Yeah. I just sit down, and I think Ryan thought that was the wrong thing to do.
Well,
did I mess up there?
No, only because there was a lady standing there.
No, but I asked her.
Right, he didn't see that.
And she was waiting for to-go food.
I don't think he saw that.
And she did have a kid, so I could see where it might look like that I was being, I don't know.
I would have just waited. I mean, I did just wait.
Yeah, I just sit down.
But anyways, you got 4.
But I was kind of thinking claim the booth, too.
Yeah, no. Well, I mean,
I'm
no
lazy.
One else
I'm tired.
Also,
and I was like, claim the booth in case somebody else comes in.
Also,
that's what I was thinking.
If you go to a Waffle House and you're alone, and you want to sit at their little bar area, that's fine. Don't sit in the middle.
Interesting.
Because now, guess what? This group of 4 guys who could have sat at the bar at Waffle House cannot sit there because you got 3 on this side and 3 on this side, and you're in the middle.
They should have a sign that says that.
At the end if you're alone.
They should ask, hey, can you scoot?
It's just decency.
I never thought about that.
It's just decency. And no shame to that guy. He's probably had a long day.
But back to what I did. Did I mess up there?
I don't think you messed up. Why do you think you messed up?
I don't know. I'm just curious. Like, because now that I think about that, you think about things you do, and I've sat in the middle of those seats a lot. And I'm thinking, did I?
I mean, I don't think, I just didn't want to sit there yet. I think Ryan didn't sit there yet because his seat even was dirty.
Can we just think about the Waffle House out loud for a minute? What a great American tradition.
I ate a Waffle House with a health score below 80 once. I didn't know that till I left, and I was not.
You don't go to Waffle House for the health score.
No, you don't.
If you've got one above 85, I wouldn't eat there.
Really?
Mm-mm.
You're wrong, dude.
I want a dirty. I don't go to Waffle. Who goes to Waffle House for cleanliness? If you go into a Waffle House with a clean bathroom, you went to the wrong place,
dude. I don't know what you're talking about. This is all the opposite.
My point is, I mean, I take my boys there.
Yeah,
and I think every one of us remember the first Waffle House.
No chance.
But I can every time I've took my boys, it's like a passageway to begin maturity. You get to see a real man back there on the grill. You get to order your food and watch him cook it. And then they yell. They speak a different language. They're saying things you don't even know.
Yeah.
And you have these women shouting at this one man. It's kind of like, hey, this is how life's going to be for you.
And he's just, all right. Yep, yeah. 2 more.
You got women yelling at this one man who you're thinking he has no idea what they're talking about, but he keeps going.
How many times have you got the wrong food at a Waffle House? Never.
Never.
I've never gotten the wrong food at a Waffle House. That's a miracle. But, okay, so that's what Chris is describing.
That's a parable for life.
Here's what we're doing. 4 grown men dressed like they just went to prom. We're not wearing
we did just go to prom.
suits. Exactly. But we're wearing nice, most of it. I had a jacket on, blazer. All right. So we're dressed
same
appropriately for prom chaperoning. And we all show up to go to Waffle House. So, of course, we get a joke like, did y'all have fun at the prom?
We did get that.
We did get that joke. And our response was 15 years ago. Yeah.
When I didn't have to work it.
Yeah. And they of course, were just kidding. And they knew that we had gone. Anyways, regardless. There's 4 dudes. 2 of them rode together. And we are late night Waffle Housing. And now Ryan's going to jump in and tell the story.
Well, I'm sure the first part of this podcast sucked.
He's probably not wrong.
Hey, everybody, I'm here. Ryan is in the building to save the game.
Tell your story.
Okay. So after prom, we all chaperone prom at the same time.
They know that.
They know. Okay, so we're in Waffle House.
They know everything. They know that people commented on us chaperone. How it's prom.
Yeah. Okay. All right, so we have our meal or whatever, and, nothing significant happened during the conversations, right?
At all.
Nothing significant.
We didn't even...
We just shared our love for each other.
Well, no, it was just, it really was. I think we were all kind of tired.
Yeah, it's like we're old now.
Yeah, it was late.
So it was late, and we're like,
11:30 hits a little bit different.
Yeah. I mean, I was kind of amped up to go to Waffle House because
I was too.
It's the first time I've been to Waffle House that late, but in a long time. Yeah, but then once I got there, I was like, man, I'm really tired.
It was hard because it was the night before Easter.
Yeah. That's just how.
And I wanted coffee. I needed coffee to be in the moment.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like if I drink coffee now, having to preach the next day, I was like,
sunrise service too.
Yeah,
it was a tough decision.
Yeah. So it was one of those wasn't like we wasn't overly. We wasn't laughing real loud, so we wasn't very. It wasn't like a very lively conversation. It was just like a regular.
It was probably forced a little bit.
I'd say after this happened, we laughed pretty loud.
Yeah. So
I missed it.
So Chris leaves or whatever.
Wait, Chris did make it a little weird.
Chris did the throw the cash on the table, walk out.
No, even more than that. I was like, I just want a waffle, guys, because it was 11:30. I was going to go home and go to bed. And Chris says, well, I'll just get the All-Star. You can have my waffle.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I'm going to get a Coke too. And he said, you can just put it on me. So he tells the waitress, we're on one. We're on one.
Yo, dress nice. And no, he didn't say that. He said she said, what? He said, I'm going to get the All-Star special. He's going to eat my waffle.
He said, I'll give him a waffle.
He's going to eat my waffle.
And she hesitated. And then she just asked, well, okay, next.
and I think Ben says she's going to be looking that up on
Urban Dictionary.
On Urban Dictionary. Like, what is
I know, but then Ben orders maybe the All-Star special.
Yeah.
And she said, what kind of toast would you like? Or bread or toast.
Oh yeah, and he said
he said a biscuit. And me I said, oh, they got good biscuits, just like he said right for no.
he just shook his head.
No. I will say I've never seen a biscuit at Waffle House, like ever. Like I don't think I've ever seen a biscuit at Waffle House. And it does not look like a biscuit.
It looks like an English muffin.
Yeah, it's not a biscuit. I don't know what it is, but it's not a biscuit.
Like, well, this isn't toast, so it must be a biscuit.
Yeah, it was. Anyway.
You don't get a pancake at the Waffle House, and you don't get biscuits at the Waffle House.
Don't get the either one of those. Just not a good decision. But so anyway, we get ready to pay. Chris has left because he leaves his cash on the table, and
I had to go. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it home alive because I'm having a hard time staying awake. So I gotta go.
I thought you were monster.
I did too. So Jason gets Chris's money, and then Ben's got to pay. So we're all like standing in line to pay. So Ben pays. Did you pay before me?
No.
Okay, so Ben pays, like completely pays, like no one says a word, not a big deal. I walk up and I go to pay. This dude sitting at like the bar right beside.
Now you should preface this by describing the people.
I'm going. Yeah.
Where we were sitting beside the cash register. Cash register in the booth to the right of it.
Yeah.
The bar, like the high top, is to the left.
Yeah.
And there is a biker gang.
That's what it looks like.
That's what it
looks
like. So So
full.
we're
They're
right,
full up.
right beside the register where we're paying is this guy who and look, if he ends up listening to this, I mean, I'm not saying he is rough. He looked rough. Like,
he's been a member of Hell's Angels before. No doubt.
It's not.
They seem like they had just got off work.
Yeah, they seem like they had been working a late shift, tough job.
Yeah.
And just let me throw and look, I have
Biker gang rally.
Yeah, I have nothing against like tattoos. Like, right, I don't care.
Or
whatever.
biker gangs.
Yeah, just whatever. But in general, not and like I'm not even saying that I was like. Just in general, a person that looks like this doesn't do what he did. So this guy has.
So he was generalizing.
Well, I wasn't, but then he did this, and I was like, "Wow, that was unexpected." And I think all of our listeners will agree that this would be unexpected.
He had head
if
tattoos.
they saw this.
He did.
He had.
That's important to say.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And he had tattoos everywhere else.
He
too.
had tattoos on his face, his head,
neck.
I mean, he's just real tatted up, real tatted up. And you know he had and like you got to remember I'm dressed nice like I'm like you know
all were
we were we were all dressed pretty nice and like I said he looks like he just got off work just not the kind of time or guy that you expect to see someone look at the cashier and just say, hey, you know what, I got his. And this dude with the head, neck, face tattoos looking kind of rough restored my faith in humanity, but after the Chick-fil-A thing, but I have no idea why he did it. Like, and it caught me off guard.
It just came to me. You bought CDs from this guy.
That's it. He was
maybe
I took $80 from this guy.
Maybe his name was.
I feel like I should probably buy his dinner.
Maybe his name was full butter or something. I don't know.
That's so weird.
Jelly roll and full butter. I don't know, but like I mean, it was just. But
it was unexpected.
Yeah, and so I said, I said, man, you don't have to do all that now. And he said, no. And the cashier lady was like, too late. Like she
said, it's already done. Yeah, like he does this all the time.
Yeah, like she was so excited about it too. And so I just shook his hand. I said, well, man, I appreciate it. My name's Ryan Griffin. So if you're that guy or you know that guy in Lula. Waffle House, this man, he's a good dude. I'd like to pay it forward to him somehow. So
next time God, you can
pay it back.
Pay it forward.
You can buy my dinner.
Yeah, no, not pay it forward. Pay him back sometime. So if you're ever a listener and a dude,
pay it forward, that's better.
A dude with a head tat comes in Waffle House, man, buys dinner for us. So because I mean, like that guy was, but real nice dude. But what's crazy is. He picked me
in the middle because then I paid. It looked like I paid.
Yeah,
Chris paid. I used his money.
Yeah.
And he had no problem with that either.
He had no problem with that. So Ben was like, okay, this guy can pay. You know, Ben, and then he's like, the guy in the back, Jason, he can pay. This dude in the middle, I don't know if he can. So, but it's crazy because like
he's got 3 kids. I can tell.
Yeah.
That junk has. It happens to me a lot, like a lot.
See, maybe that's just kind of like it balancing out because people kind of unload unwanted things on you too, as far as like throwing their foot on the conveyor belt to show you at the register.
People overshare, so
maybe it's just kind of balancing.
They
out
just see me and they're like,
There's a gnat in here, guys. This is one gnat.
Somebody's going to have to cut a hole in their britches.
Maybe they're just like, I could tell that guy anything, but at the same time, I feel like that guy needs some help. Because, like, I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know.
It does, man.
I almost see it, too, as like maybe he's like, maybe Ryan said something that offended this guy. Or maybe for some reason he thought, this guy thinks he's better than me.
Maybe. I mean, maybe I got that look.
But we're all dressed the same. We're all sitting together.
Yeah.
It didn't make sense that your hair was kind of combed.
My hair, he
was like, this guy thinks he's better than me. Watch this.
Yeah.
And I don't even have hair, but I'm going to buy his dinner.
And if I'm anything, I'm not like that kind of guy.
No, definitely not. I mean, I would say none of us are.
No, yeah, for sure. But like like seriously, like I noticed his head tattoos when I was behind him. because I don't see many. You don't see many tattoos on the back of someone's head, right? Like that's a rare.
And that takes a lot of trust to get a tattoo on the back of your head.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of trust to get a tattoo. Period.
But I mean, think about it. But there, you can't. There's no way you can see.
But I'm just saying, like, if this guy, I didn't see this guy and think, oh, he's a criminal. You know, like nothing like that. Honestly, I just noticed his head tattoo, but that was it. I was like, wow, he's got a head tattoo. That's brave.
Brave.
And then he paid for your meal.
And then he paid for my meal and restored faith in humanity. So I just want to say, shout out to the guy at the Waffle House.
He didn't even tell Ryan his name.
Didn't even tell me his name. He just turned and kind of looked away, and I was
like,
did
he say any other words after you said Ryan Griffin?
No.
You know, the Bible talks about entertaining angels. You think we entertained an angel that night?
I don't know.
An angel with a head tattoo?
I don't know. But it's cool guy. I appreciate it. It really did it. Kind of restored my faith in humanity. Maybe he knew I needed, because I was running low. I was running low. Like, I wasn't down because I don't have feelings. But
what kind of low were you?
Like, I was like,
his faith in humanity.
Yeah. There's no sense of help the world around you out left.
No, charge him a tariff.
Yeah. Well, he kind of, I don't know, the opposite of that. I
Politics.
Guess.
I keep getting those videos of that guy that likes to debate on college campuses.
Oh yeah, Charlie Kirk. Yeah.
They're kind of funny.
They
dude.
are funny.
Like,
yeah.
They're just fun. He asks the same question to them every time. And they're all surprised. Like, I didn't think you'd ask me that. Like, I do it in every video.
And they're just like,
he said, no, without saying the word.
Yeah.
And no one can give him a good definition or answer. And he's like, see.
Well, either no one can give him one or they edit it out. One of the two.
Yeah.
Right? I lean towards one. We won't talk about which way I lean because you don't care and you can probably figure it out. But,
it's probably the same direction our angel with the head tattoo leans.
Probably.
Likely. I don't know.
Probably. Yeah, good guy, though. I wish I knew his name. I would try to,
let's give him a name.
I would try to up it. I feel
what was
like
the guy? What was the manager? What was the guy's name? The HR guy at the Chick-fil-A? Caleb?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
We didn't ever follow up.
No, we didn't bother him with his dumb ideas.
Yeah, stupid. He's stupid. I like the guy with the face tattoos would be way better than him.
Listen, he's got it figured out, though. The guy, the HR guy. Because here's the thing. He's still getting paid, and every employee thinks that's a great idea. You saw how excited.
Yeah, that girl
he's
was.
like, I got all them fooled. That's the dumbest thing I ever did.
Yeah, I guarantee you go look at their balance sheets. Like, it's not more.
No.
But it took I'm just saying, it took a guy.
It looks more.
Yeah. It took a guy with a head tattoo to restore my faith in humanity that Chick-fil-A made me lose.
That's crazy. What
Yep. Don't be judging. That's what we're saying.
Bizarro world.
Don't be judging.
Isn't that a thing?
Bizarro world, sure. It is now.
Circus world?
No, Nitro Circus is a show.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyway, it was a good time. But yeah, I don't know. I'm afraid that I just look. I used to think maybe I looked like home, but I did not look homeless that night.
No. That's why you got your meal paid for you. Yeah. It is always kind of weird. Like, famous people, right? They got money.
Yeah.
They don't need anybody to send them something for free, but they do.
Yeah, they do.
It's like
true.
Because those people, right? They want to be like, I sent this to
right, or they want them to wear it, or it's like a promotional thing. But it's
I don't know.
We're
starting to get a lot of that stuff here on Hometown Has-Beens. Man. It's kind of getting.
How many boxes of Depends have showed up at your house?
More than I want to acknowledge.
Huggies is coming out with an adult line just because of our podcast.
More than you want to acknowledge, but still not enough,
it's
right?
Like the shirts they give us and hats and, it's a lot.
Being on
this podcast is a lot.
Oh,
man.
And I enjoy it. It's just.
Are you thinking about leaving or something?
No, I mean, I don't know if kick me out, but I'm just saying.
We got some exciting ideas for the summer.
Sometimes it's It's the biggest. It's the greatest. It's the best. It's going to be the greatest.
This is your DJT. Is this your DJT?
That was
It's terrible.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Man,
It's going to be the best they've ever seen.
Huge.
It's going to be huge. It's the greatest podcast ever.
You see the wall in China? Wait till they see our wall.
Yeah.
Wait till they see our wall.
Joe Biden couldn't do a podcast this good.
No, he couldn't last for 4 hours.
Joe.
Sleepy Joe
Biden.
He, even though he would try,
And,
he
and
couldn't.
Pocahontas.
What?
You know, he always calls that Congresswoman Pocahontas.
Does he?
That's weird.
Well, she's a Caucasian. I wish Ben was here. He could set us straight on this. But,
That's why we don't talk about politics.
the white Congresswoman, he calls her Pocahontas.
God
Never heard of it.
bless. No, me either.
I don't. I mean,
Hey-
I watched
hey,
part of that
Siri.
executive order.
What Congresswoman does President Trump call Pocahontas?
Hey, I got another story.
Yeah, this is good because that's going nowhere.
I got another story.
Elizabeth Warren. He calls Elizabeth Warren Pocahontas. Sorry.
So the Depends thing reminded me of this. So I went to eat with my family. at Longhorns.
This is either going to be really
Oh,
good because
man.
he's laughing, or it's going to be funny to him but not to us. So
Dude, I walked in
here we go, folks.
Here we go.
and I
Buckle up.
walked in the bathroom at Longhorns.
Oh, this.
This is all we
I don't know.
got.
What do you think he's about to say, Jason? What do you think he's about to say?
Depends on the floor. I don't know. I don't
I
know.
wish.
Billy Madison style. Someone standing at the urinal with their
With their
pants
pants
down.
There's a urinal. This old man.
Is he sitting in it?
No, but he's. This old dude's got his pants down to his ankles,
I told
bro.
you. Yeah. Ding, ding, ding. Let's go.
So like I'll walk in and all I see is this old saggy butt, like this old with the sweatpants down to his knees, and I'm like, you know, because like when you walk in, the urinal's like right there, like
Right.
like I was just washing my hands, the urinal's right beside the sinks, so it's like you walk in, just if your like vision, what's it called, line of sight is straightforward, you see this dude's butt and his pants down to his knees, which is not the end of the story. It should be.
Like turned around and Ryan knew him. It was his dad.
It was not. So I washed my hands and I was just like, oh man, it sucks to be old. That's like really, literally,
Or it's great
know,
to be old.
literally,
You don't even care.
You know, it's literally
Your give
what.
a dang is busted.
Yeah. So but it was sweatpants. Like what? I don't.
Prove the point. You don't care.
I don't understand why he had to have them that low.
What
for
percentage he was a truck driver?
none. He's retired.
too old,
Dude, he
man.
was so old.
Okay,
like he was
okay.
old. And this is how. So the story don't end. So I wash my hands. Right. I go back out and I start eating with my family. Or no, maybe he leaves before me. He did not wash his hands. He should have. So, but we go back out. This dude is sitting right beside us, and
He's at your table?
like right beside my table. Like,
Family member.
all right, so, dude, so it's like booth, like tables in the middle,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then booth.
Yeah.
We're at the table, he's at the booth, and then I guess he's with his daughter, and she's like, "You have beautiful family, whatever." And I'm like, "I appreciate it." And then he comments on my family, and I couldn't even hear him because all I could think was, "I just saw your bare butt, and it's gross."
He
I
had
didn't
no
want to see it,
problem.
and I lean over to my wife. I'm like, "I just saw his bare butt in the back." Like,
What did she?
I'm just saying, why did he have to? Why is there a thing that happens when you're old that you got to pull them all the way down?
Yeah, that's what Jason said earlier.
I don't know.
Do y'all know? It's like I'm being I'm being sort, but I really want to
Gravity. I don't know, man. Maybe he's like,
know. Dude,
Is this whole story able to stay on?
oh yeah.
dude, his pants though, like I'm talking about ankles, man, like that, like kindergarten.
He's an
ankles.
all-in kind of guy, man.
all
not.
down.
He's like,
all down kind of
he's
guy.
like, look, I can do this one of two ways. I can be a little bit lower than they should be, or I could just.
Oh, do you think it's the dribble? Do you think it's the dribble?
don't know.
Do you think that's what it is?
Dude, I have no idea. When I'm that old, I'm not. If it ever comes to that in my life where I have to pull my pants all the way to my ankles to pee, I'm not going out in public.
Dude, I can't. Like, I'm just saying it. I was like, what is... I ain't gonna lie. If I'm being honest, I did a double take because I didn't believe my eyes.
You thought you'd been tricked.
Yeah. I was like...
What if it was a social experiment?
Of like whether I would say something?
Yeah. Maybe he does that everywhere he goes. Just maybe he has a podcast about it.
Maybe. But
if he does, I'd love to listen.
Dude, it was so gross.
So if this is you, sir, hit us up. We'll get you on the pod. I don't care.
Yeah, I want to say...
Defend your actions.
I want to say, truthfully, thank you for your service. He was a military guy, so... like, for real.
How do you know?
He had a hat.
Oh, okay.
He had a hat. Vietnam veteran. Appreciate you. But I don't know why you got to pull your pants down.
I don't either.
All the way.
Glad that happened to you.
So bad. Couldn't even enjoy my meal because he was just sitting there the whole time. And every time I would look over, I just see his
was he
butt
looking at you?
Huh?
Was he looking at you when you looked at him?
I don't know.
Did you make eye contact after this outside the bathroom?
Yeah, yes, but I don't know that he looked at me because, like man code says you don't look around while you're at the urinal. So I don't.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should probably start doing
Yeah.
it. Stop looking at us.
Don't look around. So I thought maybe, I don't know that he looked at me, but I felt, and I'm not making fun of. I'm really not. Like I just don't.
You didn't expect it.
Yeah, and I don't understand.
The logistics.
Yeah, like a
the
little
necessity of it. Like,
yeah.
Is it? Yeah.
Like a little kid, they do it because.
Yeah.
I really don't know why they do it either.
Maybe he just doesn't know. I don't know. Like, who knows, man? I think it's. I imagine him seeing you at that table, and then him just looking at you and like mouthing, "Don't say a word. Like, don't you
in front of
dare
my daughter.
Say anything."
Yeah. Which goes back to the original point, or like the previously made point of, dude, you get to a certain age, you don't care. He could have. The stall part was open. It was an option, and he saw that stall part and was like, nah.
Who needs it?
Who needs it? I'm just gonna bare butt it right here.
Yeah.
Like so it.
Wait, did he have a tan line?
Dude, I don't know.
It wasn't me.
I didn't
That's
look.
what you're asking. Hey, I peeled. I peeled, by the way.
I didn't look like that close. Like I did a double take because I didn't believe my eyes, right? It was like, you see a car wreck, you're like, oh, that's terrible. But you look again.
Yeah.
It was the same thing, but like it was too quick going like, oh God, it is what it is, and I look away.
Man.
Yeah, it's tough, man.
I did the same to Jason's picture.
I wish we'd stop talking about that.
Well, it was, it was.
I don't want to say that you started it, but you did start
You
it.
kind of started.
I didn't.
Well,
that's on me, guys. That's on me. I accept full responsibility for my actions.
it was on you.
I'll tell you
It
what.
wasn't. There was nothing on you. That was the problem.
You know what's funny that takes us away from this? I was talking about like switching deodorants.
Uh-huh.
So my dad listens to podcasts, and he texted me the other day and was like, "Hey, happened to me too." And I'm not sure what he's talking about at first, and I'm like, "You got a tan line? Like, you seen a tan line?" He's like, "Deodorant broke me out." Same way. He said, "I thought I had a terminal illness. I was really close to getting it checked out."
Y'all are similar in that you would not go to the doctor or something like that.
Yeah, no.
No, you don't go.
And then I told him, I was like, "Yeah, we should have jumped in on that lawsuit." And he's like, "There's a lawsuit?" And I was like, "See, yeah, we're the same person." So, thanks, Dad.
Oh man, I gotta go.
All right. All right, everybody. That's all we got today. Thanks for listening. Be sure you're following the pod, sharing the pod, and laughing along with us. And remember,
It's better to be a has-been than it ever was.
Ryan doesn't know how to take a battery out of a car. See you next week.
Without
There was no dancing.
dancing in
We were
there.
fully clothed properly.
We should cut that whole part out. You'll have to edit that whole part, by the way. We should.
But-
I should.
Of the three of us here, you should know.
You're cutting that.
I was just not going to comment.
That don't make sense, dude.
Oh, it does.
I don't understand that at all. Like
That's good.